Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your icebox. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, what did you have? Say, Pabst Blue Ribbon. What else?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Anthony Luby and Luke Farnsworth. How are you guys doing today?
You forgot to mention Luke has some new companions.
He does, well, Luke and they're very well lit. So,
Yes.
Luke, no, why don't you bring him to the camera?
Oh, fuck.
So for our audio listeners only, if you guys haven't seen before, Luke has a big shelf full of plushies and figures. A great percentage of which are Nesso berries. And Luke got some new Nesso berries, so he's gonna show them off. So if you want, he's got a new shirt too.
The artwork was created by me, the tag by Luke, put together by Jonathan, and he ordered it.
Here's Umi.
And Canon.
They're there.
I want them so bad.
Get a vibe. So I am now.
So bad.
What? I'm now 7 Nezzos into my 48 Nezzo adventure or something like that I need.
Yeah, well, you need a lot. If
Out
you're
of
doing
all
the
the
whole...
Nessos, from which series do you have the most Nessos?
It looks like...
School Vital Project.
Are you sure? It kind of
Or
seems
no,
like Sunshine.
it is Sunshine. It is Sunshine.
I was gonna say it looks like Sunshine.
I've got Chica Ruby and Canon.
Yeah.
I've got Galaxy from
Galaxy.
Superstar. And then I have Rinya and Burb.
And Umi.
And Umi.
So you got
So you have
3
3
and
and 3.
3.
Oh, and
then
Umi. Yeah,
Galaxy.
wait, it is. I'm tied 3-3.
Yeah.
I wonder who's going to show up. It's maybe you can find one at Fan Expo.
Possibly.
Oh, you know damn well there's gonna be at least one.
Maybe they'll have a
We
Nico.
already know I will be spending $500 on a certain Nezzo bear.
The
A
number
very
one idol.
specific one. And it will be the size of my couch.
The Terra
Jumbo.
Jumbo Nico
Terra
Yazawa.
I had this whole bit I was gonna do, and I completely forgot every single word of it. Earlier today, I thought of something. I was like, this would be really funny if I made all this shit that we would do in post that never happened. I just don't remember any of it.
That's how I
Gone out
am.
the window.
It's the same thing when how Alex had that note talk about how the Vietnam War wasn't good. I'll make a note and it'll be like asparagus lettuce, just something stupid, and I'll look back at it and be like, "What the fuck was I trying to talk about?"
It was
I need
gonna
to
be something
elaborate.
I was gonna be on a rant or something, and I was gonna be like, you know what? I don't care what the hell you have to say. You viewers at home, don't give a fuck. If this offends you, that's not my problem. Thorpe's gonna be blurred from here on, and Alex is actually a picture of Finn, and every time he talks from now on, it's gonna be him moving his mouth
That
like
would
a
be such a
Finn.
pain in the ass to edit.
Fuck everyone out there. I hate the United States Postal Service, and that was gonna be it. There was nothing else. It was just gonna be those two things, and then me saying I hate the United States Postal Service.
Do you actually hate the USPS?
Well, yeah, of course I do, but that's not the point.
Yeah, they can be
point
really
was-
shitty at
Not
times.
really.
Oh.
I saw a lot of Redditors defending the USPS, saying that's USPS is pretty based. They are kind of based.
They're supposed to be for post. Why are they giving me parcels? That's for the United Parcel Service.
Is that a thing?
Yes, UPS.
UPS is United Parcel Service.
UPS is supposed to be for parcels, and USPS is for your post.
United States Postal Service.
And yet, the Postal Service was delivering me a package, and then they told me to come and pick it up. I went there. They were really mean to me, and then I went the next day and picked it up.
That's one thing about the USPS, man. Every time you go in,
That's
They're
usually
mean.
odds are there's a mean employee there. It doesn't matter which one. There's always at least one person who's just in a shitty mood, and they just I'm gonna give it to every single person here.
No, there's one
USPS
guy
worker.
at the one by us now. The old one on Cleveland, that one I always dreaded going into. But the new one that I go to, there's this one dude in there. Super cool guy. Really, really cool guy.
There's one that Amanda goes to in Washington Square. There's a guy in there. He's bad.
Yeah, there's
He's
one
bad.
I-
He's
just
one of the
mean.
worst employees. Oh, he's terrible. He's
I
one of the
should
worst
start
ones I've
going
seen.
to Washington D.C. for all my mail problems.
You can just go right to the
Go
source.
straight-
Yeah,
go
just
right
go to
to
Biden.
what Postmaster General? What's his name?
Yeah.
Is that what he
I
is?
don't know. I think it is
I
called the
don't know.
Postmaster General. Maybe.
It
Let's
is.
see, let's
Everyone
see.
hates him, doesn't he?
But the point of like
Yeah, he
what I
kinda
was saying
sucks.
is that I was gonna have a certain keyword that after everything was done, we'd know where to start and where to end. So just randomly at like one sentence I said, Thorpe was gonna be completely blurred, and Alex was gonna be a picture of just Finn, and every time he talked, it'd be another picture of Finn with his mouth open, so that people would know when he's talking. Because our viewers don't know what's going on unless they see a visual confirmation of Alex talking. That was gonna be another joke that I had. And I don't remember why I thought of that, but I was like, that'd be really fucking funny if I had someone edit Alex
As Finn moving his mouth.
and Anthony was just blurred the whole time. There's no reason for it.
That's
He's
just it. Alex has turned into a fucking dog.
And Anthony is now a giant censor bar.
So I found the Postmaster General. It is called the Postmaster General. Louis DeJoy is the 75th Postmaster General.
75th.
Yep.
We've had more postmaster generals than president?
Maybe they only have like 2 or 3 year terms, or they just did something not okay and got kicked out.
I would hope it's the second one.
There's a whole lot of Watergates going on around the USPS, huh?
Some sus stuff.
A whole lot of Monica Lewinsky's in the USPS.
The worst is like I don't care how much you hate your job at all. Like, I'm sorry you hate your job, but you work it. Just do your fucking job. You don't have to be a dick to everybody
Yeah.
just because you don't like it.
It's easy to not be mean.
Right. You have to go out of your way to be mean to people.
Yeah.
Like, there are people, there are a ton of people who don't know how to ship a package because it is a little bit intimidating, and I totally get that. They don't know where to put their address. They don't know where to put the sending address. They're like, "Hey, can you help me?" He's like, "Yeah, you put it in the middle of the fucking envelope and you put
Idiot.
your return address in the top left. And you need stamps."
You don't stamp a package though.
Also,
Yeah, I know.
fuck stamps. Postage is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I have to pay just because I have a piece of paper in an envelope, and you're like, I don't want to do my job without getting money for it.
You have to
How do
put
they-
a little
this sticker.
How do they know how many like oh, this has 3 stamps? That means it can only go 75-mile radius.
I think it's weight.
What the fuck's a stamp for then?
I don't fucking know. I
I've
have
never
no
never
fucking
used a
clue.
stamp.
I have used stamps before. I don't fucking know what the point is. This is 99 cents of postage right here. It's like, fucking what? Here's my 1 cent. I paid $2 and got 150 stamps, and I can send 6 things of postage 75 miles across the country or something like that.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know what they do.
A postage stamp is evidence of prepaying a fee for postal services, usually a small paper rectangle that is attached to an envelope. Okay. It's just evidence of prepaying a fee for postal services.
I'm just gonna pay it there then. Fuck you and your goddamn.
why-
So you don't
stamps.
need stamps.
What
just
the fuck
says-
do they?
Hey, I already paid.
Okay, so you say you send it-
parts of this, and she's like, "Why are they bitching about stamps right now?"
So say you like from here, from Ohio. Say I want to send a stamp. I want to send a package or an envelope of a letter that needs to get there on time to Texas. It'll make a couple stops. Maybe it stops in Tennessee. So when the person in Tennessee gets it, why the fuck do they care if it has stamps or if it's been prepaid? They're just like, okay, this goes here. I'm gonna put it in that bin, so it goes to Texas.
Well,
Why did
don't-
they need to know?
I don't. What? Okay, if you just wrote the address on it and threw it in a box, or like a mailbox, and just let it go, would it get shipped back to you? Since it doesn't have a stamp?
Do you have your stamps?
Did you put your return address on it?
No, I'm not putting it on.
Then who the fuck would they send it to?
You could. Slick move here. Pull one over on the old USPS.
Holy shit.
Put your address as the sender and the return address for where it needs to go. Drop it in the box, no stamp. They're like, the return person needs to put a stamp on this.
Life hacks.
No, the better solution is you just completely like fuck up your address
Yeah.
as the sending address, and then they're like, this address doesn't exist, and return to sender, and then they return it back to the person that sent it out.
Easy. Hack the USPS.
You know what the other solution is? Send a fucking email. It's 2023, you stupid fucking troglodytes. I am so sick of getting mail and being like, why do I get this when you could just send me a fucking email? There's so much paper being used.
I don't like getting mail.
Cool.
You were going to say you like it.
No, let me explain and expand upon that. I don't like mail from like, oh, here's a bill, here's the thing from your bank.
That's mostly what mail is. That's mostly what I
but
get.
I'm talking like, I think it'd be kind of neat to get a letter in the mail from like a friend. Like, oh no, I got a letter from Virginia. What's Luke up to? And it's written. It's like written.
It was like written 2 weeks ago in Spanish.
Stamp there. It was written 2 weeks ago, and it's just now getting like, wow, Luke's doing great at his job. You know, his sister's gonna be visiting soon. That's gonna be a great time. Let me write him back.
And by the time you write me back, we've already had a discussion on Discord, and my sister's back home.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to have a pen pal.
They call it snail mail. I'm subscribed to the pen pal subreddit, and a lot of people like doing that.
It'd be fun. I think there's something a little romantic about it. Not like in a not in a lovey-dovey sense, but in like this is a lost art. I think that's cool.
Well, when you call it a lost art, you're kind of putting it in this realm of like up here. Like my handwriting is terrible. I have chicken scratch.
But that could encourage you to do better with handwriting.
That takes a lot of time. And if I'm writing a letter once every 6 weeks, I don't care. Someone's going to get my letter and go, what does this say?
I feel like you would care more if it was once every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
If you're writing every day, you wouldn't care.
I'm not writing every day. I think if I was writing every day, that would give me the incentive to have better handwriting. But if it's like one, yeah, well,
for a fact.
If I'm writing letters for the like effect of, we'll say the romantic effect, for lack of a better term. Like if I'm just writing it, I'll write it and be like, man, I gotta work on my handwriting. I'll do that, and then I ship it out. 6 weeks later, I get one back, and I'm like, I was supposed to work on my handwriting, but I didn't. You know? You feel?
I don't know. I feel like Luke's right.
I feel like if you wrote it every day, you would now upgrade your handwriting. You'd be like, I'm getting fucking annoyed of writing letters every day.
I think my handwriting would just gradually improve if I was doing it every day.
Would it, or would it just get better at being the same?
It might just reinforce my terrible handwriting.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're doing it every day, I feel like it would just reinforce your bad habits.
I guess if I was being careful.
To finish the letters.
Yeah.
What?
Like.
Yeah, your goal would just to be finish the letters if you're doing it every day. Every 6 weeks or something, you're like, okay, this makes an impression.
It also depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm at work and I'm writing, I'm just like scribble shit down. But if I'm taking the time to write a letter, I'm going to be a little more careful with it.
Pen pal.
A PP.
A PP.
A pen pal.
A PP. A pen pal.
I like I said a PP and you just went, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You just went, yeah, and you didn't say anything else. Yeah.
So I'm sure you guys have been seeing these reads, especially Luke, because he's a TikTok guy.
Fanatic.
And TikTok fanatic.
Yeah.
All the presidents playing the video games.
I fucking love those videos so good.
I've seen those on Reddit.
Just destroying the internet right now. Like they're everywhere.
You know, this is what I like AI for. Not art, but for this. This is definitely what AR needed to be.
I watched one today where it was Trump, Obama, and Biden playing Minecraft, and Ben Shapiro joined the server, and they were going to defeat the Ender Dragon and take the egg. And they were going to use the bed method, and Joe Biden was responsible with taking his bow and arrow and destroying the cages. But before they went, Ben Shapiro came in. He's like, "No, guys, listen, I have a way better idea." And he wanted to use everyone's bow and arrows to defeat the Ender Dragon. It ended up not working, and they kicked Ben from the server.
That makes sense. You know what is the worst part of that entire joke?
What?
If you do the bed method, you don't have to destroy the crystals. It kills the Ender Dragon before it can regenerate. So they're just fucking stupid.
Well, that's why they probably put Joe Biden on the beds.
Sorry to break all of your immersions. Everybody at home, that's Minecraft fact for you. If you use the bed method to kill the Ender Dragon, you don't have to destroy the crystals because beds do way too much fucking damage.
What is the bed method? I've never.
You place a bed, you go to sleep in the end, and it explodes for like 3,000 damage or something like that.
The bed just explodes?
Yeah, there's a certain like glitch spot you can get into where the explosion doesn't hit you, but it hits the Ender Dragon, and it does like a sixth of its health with one bed. So you just put down like 7 beds, like rapid right click and scroll through your inventory, and you just put the beds down, explode them real fast, and kills the Ender Dragon. That's how speedruns are done.
Really?
Minecraft speedruns use bed method because it's the fastest.
I didn't.
The only thing RNG about about the Ender Dragon fight of the Minecraft speedrun, the whole thing's RNG, but is if the dragon lands fast enough.
I've defeated the Ender Dragon once with the bow and arrow.
You used the classic bow and arrow.
Yeah, Jonathan did it.
I have swag. I hit it with a sword when it lands.
I mean, we did that when it came up to us. We did that, but like primarily it was we went weapons. We went OG.
Remember the last time I beat the vanilla Ender Dragon? I usually have only done it in mods where I one-shot it because it's a fucking joke of a boss and I hate it.
I've never fought the Ender Dragon.
Really?
Nope.
There's a
it's kind of boring.
There's a mod called Draconic Evolution, and the Ender Dragon in that mod is no fucking joke. It's actually close to impossible to fight by yourself.
It's just hard as fuck.
I had like super modded armor where I couldn't be one shot by anything in the world. It melted through me like instantly because it has pierce on all of its attacks, so it doesn't fucking care about the armor. It just hits you for your health.
Oh.
They just made it really, really, really hard for no fucking good reason. It's really funny.
Got to make Minecraft a little harder somehow.
Yeah, when Jacob and I fought it, I think we spent like 30 or 40 minutes trying to kill it because it was just beating our asses.
Jesus. Mm-hmm. Did you kill it?
Yeah, we killed it. I've done a lot of stupid shit in video games that have taken way too long, and I could have just done it a different way.
I'm trying to think if there's anything in video games that I've done that's like just excessive.
In Automata, there's a robot in one of the starting areas that's like, I think by the time I was level 20, it was level 40. I spent 40 minutes fighting that and killed it.
Speaking of Automata, we didn't talk about that last week, did we?
I think we did.
Did we?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we brought it up several times.
Yeah, I think we did. We said like, well, Mirror's coming back this week, but like X show is going. Yeah. Kubo's on hiatus. What else is there?
Bofuri's on a delay.
Yeah.
Bofuri, yeah, that was the other one.
And Kubo.
That was the other one. And Kubo. Well, I'm saying other than Kubo, it was Bofuri.
Then the other thing that I took way too long, Jacob and I are very fickle assholes when it comes to video games. And I don't know if you guys played any of the DLCs for Borderlands 2, but do you remember the Dragon Raid from the one DLC? I think it was the Tiny Tina DLC.
There's the Tiny Tina DLC. I didn't play it, but Matt played it a lot. There's another one, like a unicorn or something that poops.
Oh yeah,
farts.
Butt Stallion.
Yeah, that's it.
Butt Stallion, yeah.
Butt Stallion, the diamond unicorn that shits money.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
So there's a raid boss, and they have raid bosses in all the Borderlands. And it's supposed to be, you're supposed to go in with 4 people, and, it's supposed to be a tough fight. Jacob and I decided to do it with the 2 of us, and this one specifically is very annoying because there's 4 dragons you have to defeat, and they all do different things, and you have to defeat them in a very specific order, and if you fuck it up, it makes it so much harder. And I think we spent 2 to 3 hours doing it with just the 2 of us because we were underleveled. We did not go out and grind. We had no reason to go out and grind because it was possible, and we determined it was possible, so we weren't going to go grind. And we spent probably close to 3 hours fighting these dragons over and over.
Jeez. How
That's
long would
like-
it taken you if you grinded, like just the battle? If you
Oh,
grinded a little bit.
It probably wouldn't have taken very long. It was actually pretty easy if you were at the right level, I'm pretty sure, because all you had to do was shoot this dragon, then this dragon, then this dragon, then this dragon. The only problem was we didn't do a lot of damage, so we had to dodge all of their attacks while fighting the right dragon at the right time.
That's like shit I would do. I haven't played Borderlands in a long time, but I would go to a boss when I was very underleveled. It would take a long time, and I'd be like, I'm not doing this, and I would just leave.
Yeah, I like fighting bosses underleveled because it makes the game even harder than it's supposed to be, and I'm a very fickle human.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played Borderlands.
You're missing out.
It's fun.
I know now. I know now it's a great game. Great
Yeah.
series.
Three's garbage. 3 is actually butthole garbage.
Really?
Yeah, 1 and 2 are good.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is very good as well.
I know that the DLCs were really good. For 2.
Matt played the shit out of them.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he
god,
did,
Assault
he's
on Dragon
obsessed.
Keep is amazing. Assault on Dragon Keep is phenomenal.
Is that
That's
a
the
2
one you and
DLC?
Jacob did.
Yeah, that's the 2 DLC. That's the Tiny Tina's DLC from.
Oh,
2.
okay.
It is phenomenal. Probably one of the best DLCs of any video game I've played.
Really?
One of, at least. Yeah. I would argue that.
I haven't played a lot of games that have like when Borderlands DLC seems like there's a lot to it. It's like a whole other game.
Oh. hmm
A lot of games don't do that. Like DLC will
Well-
be some updates, some new maybe cosmetics, things like that.
Like a new gun or
Yeah,
weapon.
yeah, yeah.
Like that's a DLC nowadays.
Here's 4 new multiplayer maps and a zombies map.
That
Exactly.
we could have already included in the game at launch, but decided not to.
Here's more maps that we decided to work on after the game came out. We're gonna charge you $20 for them.
Yeah, not just an update.
It could be an update for free because you paid for our fucking game, but you
Yeah.
suck.
Back in the day when Modern Warfare 2 was the shit, like the old one, me, Alex, and Kyle would take our Xboxes to the public library, hook them up to the Wi-Fi there, install the DLC maps real quick, take them home, and then play. And then we would buy these burner accounts that would have a lot of like gamer Xbox points on them or whatever. We would use those to buy the map pack. That's why on my old Xbox I had like 20 accounts with just these stupid randomly generated names.
Unbound Train. Ebola filled ape.
Yeah, there were some stupid
I-
ones.
I think about old DLC all the time, and I'm not even talking like, oh, the really old ones. I'm talking like maybe like 2010s, like just Call of Duty DLCs, where it was like, here's this 12 megabyte update. It's gonna take you 8 hours to
Yes.
I know.
download. And now I downloaded a 50 gigabyte game last night in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, we would take off school and one person would download them at a time. And it'd be like 5 hours per person.
Oh my god, when Origins came out for Black Ops 2, the final DLC of Black Ops 2, I was up until 3 a.m. waiting for that to install. I stayed up all night to play it as soon as it was done.
Did you go to school the next day?
I didn't have school. It actually came out on a weekend.
That's epic.
Oh, you're
That's
lucky.
good timing.
Yeah, I was vibing.
Actually, it's not, because you could have spent the weekend playing it and then skipped school. Getting a day off school.
I feel like
My
whole
most
weekend
parents
to play
would
school.
not allow that.
No, my mom did not like me when I was sick to not go to school. My
Yeah.
mom
Yeah.
almost made me go to school when I was sick
I
all the
don't
time.
think Infinity Ward was like, we can just make the kids skip school to play Xbox.
No, I'm not saying that's their incentive.
Their prerogative.
Yeah, it's not their prerogative. That's not my prerogative.
I mean, if that's your prerogative.
That's your prerogative. Fuck, I haven't heard that in a while.
What is-
Yikes. I have not said that in a while.
Yikers.
Yikers, man, that's a yikes.
I've noticed that I've been saying literally a lot in chat, and I'm
Literally.
fucking getting mad at myself about it because
Widowy?
I'm not meaning to. All weekend, my sister and I have been going widowy. I'm widowy gonna gwitty on you right now. Like,
Widowy kind of gwitty.
He
you
widowy,
don't
gwittied in a
understand.
grocery store.
my dad is widowy, the CEO of Wego. You wouldn't understand. Like
Of
Widowy-
Microsoft?
of of Minecraft. My dad's the CEO of
Oh,
Minecraft. He gave me the DLC OE for free, so you wouldn't understand.
My dad is widowy Elon Musk.
Actually, I just hate.
I hate that. I hate that.
I hate actually, and I hate literally so fucking much. But there are only certain times that like it makes sense to use them. I've just been overusing it. It's pissing myself off.
Yeah.
I like the widowy replacing the L's and R's with W's. I think that's funny. That's very funny. The actually just like makes me upset.
I'm widowy gonna quitty on you right now.
Like, willy.
On you right now.
Widowy.
Hey, who was the dude in the Big Bang Theory that talked like that? I'm gonna find him. You guys have seen that,
was,
He
right?
was he worked at that
fuck.
comic store, didn't he?
He was friends
Yeah,
with
what was
the
it? Was
gamers.
it Barry? Was his name Barry?
I think it was
Might have been
Barry.
I think it was Barry.
I think it was Barry.
Or was Barry the owner of the comic store? Because there was one guy that was always there or worked there.
Leonard.
The owner
was-
guy was like
It was Barry.
My name's Barry.
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 Sheldon.
Bazinga.
Shut up, Waj.
Oh my fucking god. I was watching some video earlier today and it was like some really shitty joke. It wasn't funny. I didn't even know it was a joke. And then the video ended with him going Bazinga and then it cut. And I was like, are you
Jesus.
fucking kidding me? I was so angry.
That's just upsetting.
That's
I've-
widowy, the worst thing
Ooh.
ever.
I
Widowy?
literally was gonna get my dad at Microsoft and tell him to uninstall your account because he's widowy, the CEO of Microsoft. He wouldn't understand widowy.
You wouldn't understand. Widowy.
Like you wouldn't understand widowy. I've never heard someone with that list before.
I haven't either. I think it's
No,
fake.
I haven't either.
I think it's made up too at this
I think
point.
it's made
'cause
up.
I've never ever like seen a video of someone doing it and not like making it as a joke. I've never heard anyone talk like that. I've never seen anyone that's talked like that. Nothing.
Does not exist.
Like
I've heard when I was in grade school, Cone had a mild speech impediment that he had to go to like speech class for, and he would say he would make like the sound like fish, kind of. It wasn't like
Big shark.
no, it wasn't. That's like not like that. It was like just like a ch sound kind of.
I just shit my pants.
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 But yeah, I do kind of remember that. That's like that and like our
was
cousin
it
had
was
a small
mild.
one.
But that's the only one I remember. I don't think I've ever encountered other people with speech impediments like that.
The R changing to W's. I've never
Yeah,
heard that.
No,
that's
never.
the only one I've never heard. I've heard a whole bunch of those. I've heard like S's as TH's before. I've heard like so many in real fucking life. I've never heard R's as W's.
I haven't either. I feel like that one's fake. Like, I feel like bullies made that up, making fun of kids with actual speech impediments,
They might have.
and it just got popular.
My dad's widowy, the CEO of Nintendo. You wouldn't understand widowy.
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 Maybe the Big Bang Theory just popularized it since Barry
That's
did
possible.
Now, do you guys like widowy or widowy?
it. Widowy.
Widowy.
Widowy is a mouthful. Widowy is a little easier.
Yeah, I like widowy.
My dad's widowy. Widowy, the CEO of Nintendo.
Widowy.
Widowy.
I want anyone to know if you actually have that list. We're not making.
I'm
fun of
actually
you.
curious.
I'm very I'm genuine. I do not want you to think we're making fun of you in any
Yeah.
way.
No, if you make fun of someone with a speech impediment, you're an asshole.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just a dick.
You just
this is a
suck.
whole meme. Like this is a whole meme we're talking about here. Not
I've never heard it before,
I haven't either.
and I've met a lot of people. You know,
Alex
I
has
just-
seen a lot of things, done a lot of stuff, met a lot of people.
yeah,
You know.
I'm an experienced individual.
Yeah,
I've
Alex has been to
never.
Russia before.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, that was great times over
Twice.
there.
2 tours.
Tours in Russia.
That sounds like a good movie.
What do we have been
2
to
tours
Russia?
in Russia.
2 tours in Russia.
Well,
You
we
wouldn't
gotta make Corporal's movie. What is it? One Night in Malaysia.
One night
It
in
w-
Bangkok.
One Night
It was
in
one night in
Bangkok.
Bangkok. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. I always have that argument. Always. They're like, no, I think it was like.
We can
Malaysia
literally-
or something."
we-
like, no,
we-
it was called a night in Bangkok.
Widowy.
Damn it.
Did I do that?
No, I
No,
said it. I did not mean to do it. We can actually, there's no winning this. It's a loss. It's a loss.
Actually, we could do this.
We can watch the episode and see because we talk about it with Corporal.
Yeah. I swear to God.
I swear it was one night in Bangkok.
Yeah, it was like one
It
night
probably
in Bangkok.
was because
It was a love story.
No, I really do think it was Malaysia because he only spent one day there. He only spent the night. It was New Year's.
He did the same thing in Bangkok.
Yeah, I thought he spent one night in Bangkok too.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I'm going to have to go rewatch the episode.
I want to go to Bangkok.
I do too. I would love to
Thailand
visit.
would be sweet, man. Thailand would be really cool to visit.
Yeah, I learned a lot about the massages.
Yeah, I know. You wanted to do a deep dive.
I just want to stay. 'Cause it's so cheap. It's so cheap.
Everything's cheap, even the massages.
Let's see.
Dude, a 60-minute massage that ends with a happy ending is only like $150. I'm just saying.
That's fucking expensive.
What do you mean that's expensive? You're getting
That's
massaged and jacked off in 60 minutes.
Dude,
What do you mean?
You know, I think
Alex,
that is expensive.
Put into perspective what you are getting out of that, and tell me $150.
Luke, you can stay for almost a week in like a 4- or 5-star
Alex,
hotel.
let
for
me
almost that
give you
price.
the average price for a massage. The national average cost of a massage is $100 per session, but prices range from $65 to $180 on an hourly
Does that
basis.
say how long though? Like, what's the average session length?
On an hourly basis, average massages price range between $40 and $145 per hour.
That's
And I
without
think-
happy endings,
I
right?
think
Yes.
like the more expensive ones were $150. I saw some on there that were only like $100. The lower end happy ending massages. were
I just feel like that's
$100.
kind of expensive for the other things that you can do in Thailand.
You're right for the other things you can do, but the other things aren't getting jacked off at a massage parlor.
This hotel is $13 a night, and it's on an island.
Wait,
You know
on
what?
an
One
island?
thing when I was at my old job, so like the company would always go on vacation every year, and I never went, but they went to like Cancun or like I think it was somewhere in Mexico.
I think it was
One year.
Cancun you mentioned.
Cancun. They went to Panama one year, and they were trying to debate where to go this year. So me and my one coworker, we were like, man, it'd be really cool to go to fucking Thailand. And everyone was on board except one guy. He's like, no, I don't want to go because the lady boys. No, that's gay.
No, I
Like,
thought he was gonna
I'm not
say
saying,
Lady Boys.
I'm not saying like that's not me saying it's what he was saying. So I just don't want anyone to take that out of context. But he's like, no, they're lady boys. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you care about those? Just go have a vacation. He's like, no, I don't want to go there. I'll get infected. I'm
Just don't.
He's
don't
afraid.
Go out with any lady boys.
He's afraid that he's gay. That's what it is.
like, I think
He's
he is.
afraid.
Oh my God.
I think he is.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not.
I
But
don't-
I mean, this is. He might have been. He was that type of person. But like, we were like talking. I was talking with my one coworker. You can like rent a moped or a motorcycle and go up the whole fucking coast of the country. We're like, yeah, that'd be fucking fun.
That would
to
be
do.
awesome.
Like, I would totally go if that was the
I would
plan.
do that.
And the one guy, he's like, no way, we're not going. I don't want to see lady boys.
There's
That's- That was his biggest thing, man. I was like, oh my God, you're literally not going to go to Thailand because you're afraid of the potential to see a lady.
That's
I don't
only
even
if
know
you
what,
put yourself
what is
in
the
that
prop- what is the,
situation.
like, exactly. What is like the
Exact-
proper
I-
term? Would it just be a trans person?
I don't know.
No, because they're not trans. They're cross-dressing.
Oh, okay. So
They don't identify as women. They're just dudes that are dressed like girls.
So is lady boy offensive or not?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
no
I genuinely
clue.
don't know.
I don't know anybody that has not said the term ladyboy at least once when referring to cross-dressing
That was
Thai
just his
type.
biggest thing, man. He just will not go anywhere in Southeast Asia because he thinks
Some,
of all.
I mean, some of them might be trans. I don't know. I'm just
don't
gonna
know.
say
I don't
that
know.
before
I'm
anyone tries
ignorant
get
to the
me-
facts.
Before I get canceled by being
Yeah.
a transphober for whatever, I'm not saying that. I think most of them are guys and they're just trying to make money. So
Yeah. That's their prerogative.
hey, you
Yeah,
know what?
that's
If
the
it's
prerogative.
money's money, dude.
That's
I'm
the
just
same
saying.
guy.
I'm just
Yeah, but
saying.
yeah, they wouldn't go anywhere. He was like,
I'm
"No,
just
no,
saying,
no,
we
no."
got to book a trip to Thailand. This hotel's $7 a
to.
night. This one's $9. This one's $8.
I want to bad.
It's
dude.
just
I
the-
actually really want to go to Thailand.
I do too.
The
Let's check the
flights to
prices.
get there are They're pretty expensive.
So if
I think you'll pay about $2,000 for a flight.
I mean, it's around the world. It's literally on the other side of the fucking world.
Yeah, it's far.
It's halfway across the globe.
We'll leave from Cleveland and we'll land in Bangkok. Actually, I don't know where it's closer to the coast.
Bangkok is like on the water. I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
It's the capital of Thailand. I'm pretty sure it's on the water.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh my God. It's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, let me change the dates. I have the dates for like March 14th through the 18th.
Oh,
so say we went.
What the hell?
Oh God.
What?
You gotta find the off season too.
I don't know what the off season is of Thailand.
Okay.
Like September,
June, July, May, August, September. Okay, September.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's like, I'm gonna go to Thailand in September.
If we left the 17th and returned the 24th of September, our price would be about $2,222 round trip.
That's not terrible, honestly.
It's a lot, but
it's a lot.
Like,
but like
think about if you stayed for a week. Your hotel is $20 a night. We'll go a little more upscale. We'll go $20 a night.
Okay.
Divided by 3 people.
Food is, though?
Probably pretty cheap, I would assume.
I thought we looked it up. The food's not expensive either.
I'm not sure.
But I mean, think about it this way: you say I went across the globe, and I spent less than $3,000, and the majority of your cost is a plane ticket.
And you stayed in like a 5-star hotel for a week.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Divide that amongst 3 people. 7 days at $20 a night.
When you put it into perspective,
it all kind of works. The plane ticket really doesn't matter.
No, that'd be 1 night in Bangkok.
Yeah.
It'd be a night in Bangkok.
I wonder what 1 night would cost in flight. Let's see.
1 night.
1 night.
If you went the 17th, left the 18th, it's going to cost you.
I don't think that's not possible.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
literally not possible because we would get in on the 18th.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we'd have to we could. This one's $24,000.
It'd have to be like this.
We have to fly.
That's expensive. Like, so like 4,473 is what it would probably cost.
We're not spending 1 night in Bangkok if we're going for a week.
You know, we could do that if we landed somewhere closer and then flew in like the next day and then spent the night and then flew out.
Dude, genius. We'll just fly to China, stay in Hong Kong, and then we'll fly out of Hong Kong to Bangkok.
You know, I really
1 night in Hong Kong.
Want to visit China as well.
I would love to visit China.
It looks awesome.
Hong Kong is like the only place I want to visit right now because I do not like China.
I want to see a lot of things. There's so much history.
I do too. I've said this several times. If they got their shit straight, I would love to go and see.
I would too. Mm-hmm. I want to go to like countryside China.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think
way out there China.
I think
like
Luke was here or we were on. I was sending pictures. We were on Discord or something. There's like these vertical mountains, and they just look crazy. Yeah. They look mind blowing. They look fake.
It looks like someone was playing like Earth Simulator and just fucked around.
They're like, let's just drag up this terrain.
Someone found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that terrain was.
I'm God, and I'm going to fuck with China's coastal cities.
I think like the only place I would willingly visit right now in China is Hong Kong. I don't think I'd want to go anywhere else.
I don't know much about like the geography, or very much about it at all. China's I just know country. It is. I'd say it's like comparable to the U.S. in its geography, where the West is the Gobi Desert. You have coastline. You have like crazy forests. They have everything.
Yeah, they do.
There's snow.
Does anyone know where the Great Wall is?
Yeah, I think it's more northern.
Yeah, it's
towards Mongolia.
And
probably.
It's actually like
yeah.
It's segmented into like sections.
I think it's like north and slightly west of like East China.
I wonder if I could find a map real quick that just kind of highlights it.
I'm pretty sure because I mean, obviously the Great Wall was built to stop the Huns and the Mongolians from invading. So
I would love to see the Great Wall.
Okay,
I would too.
That'd be a fucking crazy thing to see.
I want to see the end of the Great Wall.
I do
Have you
too.
seen pictures of that?
Where it goes into like the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You got to look up the end of the Great Wall. It is the coolest shit in the world.
So if you're looking at China, it is.
Wow. Yeah, like, you're right. That is cool.
It's like it's northern, but it's kind of in the center.
Yeah. That's kind of what I thought, because China wasn't always that big.
China's one of those countries, man. Like, it has been around for so fucking long.
Right?
The history there is crazy.
I want to see it, but like
do
I just
too.
don't trust the government in China.
I would
I
feel
don't either.
mildly unsafe, but
And that's why it's like if we were going soon, I would go to Hong Kong because Hong
Yeah.
Kong is like its own sovereign nation inside
Like,
of China where the
dude,
government doesn't fuck with them too much.
I just had to ask how old China's 3,500 years old.
Yeah.
that's old.
That is crazy.
And they've only had like 3 or 4 dynasties, I think. I think the dynasties lasted longer than rulers, but I don't remember.
I don't
look
know
that
a
up,
lot
too.
about China at all, like the history
I know
wise.
there was like the Qin dynasty, the Jin dynasty.
There were 83 dynasties.
83 really?
Whoa.
I mean,
Oh,
between
you know what?
3,500 years, you know.
I remember now. I was thinking this because I took like a world history class. We went over like the history of like old China. I don't know, it's not ancient China, but you know what I mean. And we only talked about 4 of the dynasties, but those spanned like across 500 years, or
I mean,
each one was like a couple hundred years. Or something like that.
there's other like recommended questions that like people also ask things here. It's like, what are the 7 dynasties of China? The 4 main dynasties.
4 main
Zhao,
dynasties.
Qin, and Han.
Yeah, the Qin Han.
The pronunciation throws me off so bad.
I know
Chinese is
Q-
weird to pronounce.
QI is Che.
I think 13 is a very common one to see too.
13 sounds
Yeah.
familiar.
I remember learning, I think it was the Ming Dynasty
Yeah.
or something like that.
The only things I know in like Chinese pronounced as like X's are like zhe.
Yeah, they're like a zh
So you
sound.
get like a Jin is XIN, and then QIN would be Chin.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I really know. I don't know too much more. Chinese is a language that I find very very interesting. I
It
have
seems
no fucking
so
clue.
difficult.
It seems
Oh
really
my
hard to learn.
God.
Anybody that can speak Chinese that's like foreign, holy crap, I have so much respect for them.
You know what else I want to do? It gets a bad rap though, because it is bad. I want to go on a cruise. Although cruises are terrible.
That's kind of how I feel.
They're
That's kinda how I
horrible
feel.
for like emissions.
Oh yeah.
The anchors drag on the seafloor for
Logically, they're a disaster.
Yeah, they're terrible. They're horrible. But like
Like, it'd be cool.
I just want to go.
My coworkers have gone on several cruises.
Have they?
Really?
Since
Because they're
I've
not
even
that.
gone there.
They're not.
that
They're not.
expensive.
Dude, Carnival leaves out of Norfolk.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Let's-
leave out of Norfolk now. They just recently, like within the last year, they started leaving out of Norfolk.
Like, it's cool because, like,
Of Norfolk.
obviously the places you land that, like, are in the Caribbean
Mm-hmm.
are not what the actual countries are like.
Yeah,
No.
they're all
Jamaica,
there's the
like,
tourist
you
trap area.
explore, like, maybe a mile of what
I
it is.
mean-
The real Jamaica's not like that.
Someone went to the Bahamas.
Like this
I
one
think that's
this
common.
one to the Bahamas is 6 days. It's $400 per person.
Right.
That's cheap.
as fuck.
That is so cheap.
And it usually comes with, like, all you can eat and all you can
Yeah,
drink.
it is all you can
No,
eat.
you have to buy the drink package. But I've been told that it's recommended to buy the drink package for sure.
Is the food
fuck I
included
would.
with the ticket? So the drink package is separate, but the food is
Yeah.
included?
Probably.
You can go to
It's fucking
there's
crazy.
different areas in the
I-
Bahamas, Bermuda, Eastern
Bahamas.
Caribbean.
Plus,
I've seen a
it kind
picture-
of psychs me out. Luke, I'll let you go.
No, you can
in
go.
just a second. It kind of psychs me out too with all the stuff that happened with COVID in 2020, where like all that the fucking air circular, how easy it could be to spread diseases on them. I'm like, it's kind of grimy.
Well, I think
I don't know.
the biggest thing is like they get made fun of a lot because the people who go on cruises are usually like unsightly.
trashy.
Yeah. But I just want to go. Like I just want to
I
try
do
it like
too.
one time.
Just once. It'd be cool. It really would.
Like Taylor went.
They-
She went on an Alaskan one, and then I think she went to the
one
Caribbean,
or something.
and they looked cool. They
My
looked
older
fun.
Joe went on one. My older brother.
Yeah.
What were you gonna
It-
say, Luke?
I have seen a cruise ship in person. They are fucking terrifying to look at. They're
I've
They're
never
massive.
seen one in
so
person.
big.
Oh
Never
my
seen one in
god.
person.
The one Carnival cruise came in when I went down to Norfolk just to go to Jack Brown's because that's where I love to go. Shouts,
Uh-huh.
big shouts, Jack Brown's.
Big shouts.
You know the Alma I was at the top of the Alma because I had to park up there, and I felt like I was level with the top of the cruise, the cruise liner.
They're just mad. I think when we were in Charleston, maybe the first or second time, I think a cruise ship was ported there. I think so.
They're crazy, dude. Insanity.
Did you hear how the biggest one was built? It was done, but no company wanted to lease it, so they never. It's just not in use.
Really?
Yeah, I sent something about it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was the ship that the first maiden voyage for it. The company went bankrupt building it, and then its first maiden voyage was going to get scrapped.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, its maiden voyage was to go get scrapped because they couldn't afford to keep it because it cost too much money. COVID hit, and they couldn't get any money out of it.
God, it makes looking at pictures now. I'm like, man, that would be cool.
Those
They're
are
terrible
just,
for the environment.
Yeah, they're awful.
Fucking awful.
Wow, this picture is just ridiculous. Though this one I'm looking at,
I really want to go on one.
I know.
I mean, they're big. Are they bigger than aircraft carriers?
Not
Let's
wide.
let's
but
look at
tall, probably.
cruise ship compared
They're about just as.
to aircraft carrier.
Hey, you know the Yamato was 1,200 feet long?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
That's
Yeah,
fucking
she was
huge.
long.
That's 400 feet longer than whiskey.
Yeah, she's long as fuck. Well, was long as fuck.
Dude, they are bigger than aircraft carriers.
Yeah, they are.
This one's comparison to the Gerald R. Ford. The Gerald R. Ford says it's 1,106 feet in length. The Harmony of the Seas is 1,188 feet.
This oil tanker is 1,503 feet. The Knock Nevis.
Fuck, man.
Boats are big.
Boats are massive.
Boats are massive. Buoyancy's crazy how that shit
If you
works.
have megalophobia, those ships are not for you.
Mhm.
And if you have megalovania,
Sands.
Undertale is for you.
Sands. Well,
Fuck,
let's
that thing's
do
really
anime of the week, and then we'll explain to Luke medieval times.
Don't understand.
Oh, you'll understand.
Oh, you'll get it.
Should I be scared?
No, you're just gonna be like, what?
It's
Why?
cool. I think
Interesting.
there might be one near you.
One in
Anyway,
DC, that's for sure.
Is it a place?
oh, it's a place.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so we're doing
We'll get
two
there.
anime of the weeks this week. I'm doing one, and then Luke is doing one because we had an issue 2 weeks ago with our audio where Alex and Luke just weren't there. It was just me. So my anime of the week for that week, which is now this week, was Irina the Vampire Cosmonaut, which I actually saw the manga for yesterday at Books A Million.
Oh, really? They had it?
Yeah,
It's kind of sweet.
More like Books A Million, am I right?
Books A Million. Anyway, I'm just going to TLDR this because I really don't want to read the thing again. There's a vampire named Irina who lives in what is essentially the USSR.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, USSR.
Yeah, they're pretty much in the USSR.
She lived in the Transylvania area.
Well, she was
and they
kidnapped by the
her.
USSR.
Yeah, back in the USSR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they kidnapped her to make her a guinea pig for spaceflight because it was a very dangerous time in the 50s for spaceflight. They sent up animals and they would die. So they were like, let's put the closest thing we have to a human up, and that is a vampire. So she's just going through all this testing, and people treat her bad because she is different, and she's not a human, and she is a vampire. And Lev Leps is in charge of kind of her training. There's an epic pink-haired girl who turns into a torpedo.
Essentially, her maiden or her big thing is to be the first human in space, and she accomplishes that.
First thing.
Yeah.
Person, being,
She's a person.
creature.
Well,
She's a person.
they don't acknowledge it but
Well, yeah, but
because they're
you know,
racist.
she's the safety
and
net.
she also doesn't want to be a human, so she doesn't want to be considered that
Yeah.
first being. She's the first being in space.
Aside from my
Essentially.
absolutely abysmal description of the show, it was a lot of fun to watch. I think we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's just her training, kind of, and her growing a bond with Lev.
And then she goes to space.
And she reads the Borscht.
It
Yeah.
was a rom-com romantic comedy.
Mhm.
For those of you that don't know what rom-com stands for. I don't know why I said that.
All right, I remember the grading last week. It was how many Sputniks?
Yeah, 1
I
to
gave
10
it
Sputniks.
8 Sputniks.
8 Sputniks.
8
out of 10.
Sputniks out of 10
Out of
Sputniks.
Sputnik 10.
This is Sputnik 8 out of Sputnik 10.
I don't remember what your deal was though.
Half off Borscht.
Like you could have done some with like fizzy drinks. Like
I could. Oh,
She did
damn, I
like
could
fizzy
have
drinks,
the,
that's
the lemon fizz.
she liked the fizzy drinks, but she said she didn't because she didn't fuck with Lev at first.
But she
she
enjoyed
ended
the
up
fizzy
liking.
drink.
But she liked fizzy drink. We are like the worst people at describing shit.
It's like doing the thing over again. Whenever we would
Yeah.
film the podcast up at the space, we'd have technical difficulties. It's like, oh, we just lost a half hour of footage. We have to
That
do
was
that
the
all
worst.
again. It was just a pain in the ass to go through everything for the second time.
Mhm.
It just turned into how can we speed run this now?
Yeah, that's what it all turns into. I fucking hate going backwards like that.
Or the first take is always the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the second take is always the worst.
It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And Lord forbid we have to do a third take.
It's been done. I think.
Hi, Luke.
Yeah, and then I think we lost the third take and
Probably.
gave up.
We were like,
I'm
we're done.
pretty
We're
sure
not
what
doing this
happened.
anymore. Yeah, I'm surprised
Alright.
we. Okay, go on.
Oh wait, no, go.
No, I was
You're
gonna say,
right,
I'm surprised we still do the podcast after all the bullshit we had to go through to start.
Oh my god, I don't even
was
want to think about it.
We should have just
Holy
been like, this is not working out for us.
Remember
This
like
is-
the beginning when we were in the room right next to me?
Yeah,
fuck,
And we
I
first
remember-
tried to get the cameras running.
7 episodes.
7 episodes of that.
I remember sweating my fucking
was so
ass
hot.
off in there. Every week, it didn't matter if it was the dead of winter or the middle of summer. I was sweating my ass
It
off.
was just hot in that room.
We started it in the summer. Didn't
Oh my
we?
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like
we started
Like
it
June
in
or July. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was June.
June
We're coming
2020.
up on like 3 years or something. right?
3
Damn.
years, yeah. Fuck, man, that is insane. Oh
yeah,
my
we've been
god.
doing this for too long.
Holy
This is the last
shit.
episode of the Alarm Box.
We're done.
That is
We're
fucked
done.
up.
How many times have we made that joke? Of this is the last episode of the Alarm
At least
Box?
like 126 times.
I would
We're
say
nearing
it's-
130.
Yeah, 130. Dude, we're almost at the end of season 2.
Shit, we have to do something
One-
crazy for season 3.
138 is the end of season 2.
We should make like a James Bond like intro video for it. Like something just fucking so off cuff, man.
You guys should come down and then we should do like, you know, like the music video shoots with cars, but with Alex's fucking
The Civic.
with Alex's fucking Honda fucking SUV or fucking whatever the
That
fuck
would
is
be
the name.
funny. That would be.
It's a hatchback.
Oh, I'm sorry. Alex's Honda hatchback. We can go to Virginia Beach and then we'll do a car shoot.
We'll make a,
Kind of
sh-
Virginia
a
Beach.
shit music video.
Because Norfolk usually has pretty nice cars. We could like put it next to like a fucking like Jaguar or something.
And
Like,
just-
if we found a really nice car and like compare it, just for laughs.
We'd have to do.
And-
What song would we do?
That's a good question. Are we
know.
singing it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Oh,
we
Jesus
could.
Christ.
We could have Corporal make the beat.
We could, and then we could just like throw
Look,
some
can use
lyrics.
this whole voice changer the whole time.
I'm the auto tune guy.
Yeah.
Shit,
on
hold
the
on.
track.
This is a good
I'm in the
idea.
back doing ad libs.
That would be really.
I gotta
fun.
throw this
I'm
in
in
the
the back. I'm
notes.
just like, yo, hey, we out here, Norfolk.
Like you have like your like, you know, I forget what song it is, but like there's a song where Pitbull comes in with like a verse like real quick. It could be like the Pitbull verse
I'm
in
the
his auto
Pitbull.
tune.
I don't want to be the Pitbull. of
Just
the
dude, you're
Alarm
Mr.
Box.
Worldwide.
I don't want to be Mr. It's Mr. Worldwide, Mr. 305.
3-3. Oh.
Mr. 330.
That'd be fun to do. That'd be really fun.
There we go. There's our season 3 intro video.
Yeah.
A shitty
Harem.
music video.
Oh my god.
That would be great.
We
Is it
did
gonna be
funniest moments last time, so we gotta do something different.
Well, now I'm wondering now, are we gonna write our own song, or are we just gonna sing another song that exists?
No, I think we should write our own. Like, the cringier,
we
the
could-
better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we could finally do our live action version of the Lucky Star opening.
That might be funny. We could do that in downtown Norfolk.
Dude, oh my god, could you imagine 3 grown-ass men dressed up like anime girls in downtown Norfolk?
We
Who's
would
hitting
get
the
some
Kagami
looks.
though? Who's hitting
Well,
the Kagami?
Someone has to have the moves.
It has to be one of you two, because you're twins.
Yeah.
Twins, yeah.
I can't.
You have
I'm
glasses.
gonna be Kanata. I'm gonna hit the fucking
Kanata.
like, whip. The woo-doo-doo-doo.
That's a good. I saved it in my notes, so I
That's
think
a good
that's a
idea.
good idea for season 3.
I hate that just came out
That's
of my
good.
fucking mind.
How many episodes are we away?
What episode are we on right now?
I think next will be 130.
So we got
we are 9
7 or 8
episodes
weeks.
away.
We got 9 weeks.
Because
What is
138.
9 weeks from now? When is that?
9 weeks from now?
Is that
I don't
April or
fucking-
May?
It's February right now.
February. 1, 2, 3.
That's like
4.
May.
The weekend, the final weekend of April is what I'm looking at.
I could come down. I have like the entire month of May off.
So episode 139 would come out the first weekend of May.
We could come down in May.
It'll. I mean,
I'm
the
not
video.
doing anything in May.
The video will be like late coming out to the
I mean,
third
that's
season,
fine.
but
Oh, for sure. But like, we'll announce season 3 and then announce
Yeah.
the project.
Yeah. We'll come down in May.
I'll come down in May. I have. all
That
of
gives
May.
Corporal time if we commission him to make a beat.
Hey, Corporal, can you make a beat for a song we don't have?
This is gonna be great.
It's gonna be so
like,
fucking bad.
the cringier, the better.
I think the more cringe it is, the better
Mhm.
it is.
Anthony,
you guys
this
have
could
any
top
ideas,
too much volcano.
It might.
Oh my god! If you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments for what we could add to
Yeah.
this music video.
Yeah.
I feel like we
This
should
is gonna be
throw
so
in
stupid.
some shouts to like commenters who have been there. They always comment.
Adam Knight.
Adam Knight for
Knight.
sure.
Adam Knight gets
Adam
love.
Knight gets some shouts.
Yeah.
We should. All right, we're gonna have to write a whole verse about Adam Knight.
We'll just take one of his comments
Oh, yeah.
and just change a few words to make it rhyme.
And just make it a whole verse. There we go.
Yeah.
We got bars from Adam Knight. Adam Knight is now in the collab for.
Featuring Adam Knight.
I miss Adam Knight. I haven't seen him comment in a while.
Yeah. Where are you, Adam?
He's all right.
Where are you? All right, for my anime of the week this week, if you remember when Thorpe brought up wait, was last time School Live?
Last week?
No, we just talked about it.
Yeah, I just talked about it.
I
You
thought
did School
it in
Live
your
a while
anime of the
ago.
week. Yeah, that's why I was confused. Thorpe brought up School Live. Mine is actually a zombie show, and it is Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Wait, can you spell that?
Cabaneri, Kabaneri.
Okay. The Iron Fortress.
This is from my favorite studio, Wit Studio. It's another one of their originals. This is a show about zombies. Like, through and through. That's the whole point of it. It throws you right in. There's no, like, zombie origin story or anything, because, you know, nobody really cares. It could be made up in bullshit, or they could just dump you right into it, and they decide to dump you right into it. This follows our boy, Ikuma. Ikuma is a gangster. He's pretty sick with it, you know. In this show, society, like, it's only limited to Japan as far as I know, because they don't state anything outside of Japan. I think it's probably because, like, communications have broken, because it's taken over the majority of Japan.
Yeah.
Hard to get out, hard to get word out. And everybody is confined in walls. So cities are walled in completely, and the only way to travel between cities is on trains. One of such train is the Kotetsujo, or the Iron Fortress, and they're armored trains that go from one city to the next, delivering supplies, moving supplies around, sometimes moving people, and the such. Ikuma is in, I can't remember which city it is. Doesn't really matter because he's only in there for a couple episodes. And he's a researcher. And his whole thing is that he wants to find a way to build a Cabaneri better. Because these zombies have iron cages around their hearts that are hard to penetrate. So he's working on upgrading weapons so that they can penetrate the heart cage better. And, you know, researching and figuring out, like, why the Cabaneri exists, whatever, blah, blah, blah. One day the wall falls to the city he's in, and he ends up getting bit. Well, when you get bit, you turn into a Cabaneri. Zombie turns into zombie, you know? Or you turn into Cabane. What he does instead is he puts like this, he clamps like this thing around his neck, and it stops the virus from spreading to his brain. And he becomes a half zombie, half human called a Cabaneri. And so the story follows him going around as a Cabaneri trying to, you know, help the Kotetsujo get the people from the wall that he was in to safety. And also, you know, facing the discrimination of everybody's fear-mongering that he's a zombie, everybody's afraid of the zombies, everybody doesn't think before they act because it's out of fear. And that's like a big message of the show is don't let fear rule your decisions. Still think critically even if you're scared. Shit like that. And there's a lot of plot, but I can't go into it too deep because it's a lot of spoilers.
All right.
If I just keep going.
One interesting thing I see.
I'm looking at the pictures for.
Well, I'm looking at the voice actors and stuff. There is a with the Japanese cast. There's an American voice actor.
Are you talking about Maxwell Powers?
No, Suzuki. Yeah, Maxwell Powers versus Suzuki.
That's, you know, the scene I sent you where he said something about like the airburst gun or something like that. That's him.
That's him.
Yes. I had to look him up because I thought he was TJ.
Really?
Because he sounds just like him. Because he'll just like speak very Americanized Japanese and then just say English words in like a very Japanese accent.
So this guy can kill it.
He's like,
might be the
Watashi wa
first-
train desu ka? It's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That might be the first American
That's the first time I've
voice
seen
in a
that.
Japanese anime.
I think TJ's an American. TJ's voice actor's an American.
That was Angel. What show was that?
Angel Beats.
Angel Beats.
Angel Beats. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was American because I looked up his voice actor too.
It sounds. It has to be.
It's not the same person.
TK. Michael Rivas.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, they're both American.
That's crazy. That's very rare.
Every time he was on screen, I fucking laughed, no matter how serious the scene was. It was so fucking
With TK?
funny.
Yeah, I love TK.
With Suzuki.
Suzuki.
That's a,
Because it was
cool
like,
little thing
oh
to
my
add.
God. The
Suzuki
scene I
looks
sent
like a
you,
badass.
With the,
where he said something about like handing, give me like the rail gun something. Like that's a really serious scene. They're in the middle of like a very intense fight, and he just says that out of the fucking blue.
It says
It's
Maxwell
fucking-
Powers is actually Japanese. Oh, it says birthplace Oakland, California. Never mind.
idiot.
Oh, that might
very,
just be for what he voiced in.
very, very good show. I even watched the movie. The movie is also very good. It all ends, but not really, if that makes sense. Like, there's a subplot that goes on the whole time, but it's kind of one of those, like, the adventure goes on even if you're not seeing it kind of things at the end.
Yeah.
Which I don't really mind in this show because the story that you're given ends and the sub story just doesn't. And it's like,
I mean, if the main story
Whatever.
concludes, that's fine.
like the sub story is just whatever. I don't really, I mean, I care, but I don't really care as much as the main story not ending. So
We gotta think of a good grading scale.
How many Iron Hearts?
That's all right.
Ironhearts wait, what is Ironheart's a thing, isn't it?
It sounds familiar.
Iron Heart?
It's a superhero. It's a Marvel superhero.
Fuck Marvel.
So we're not doing out of Ironhearts. Fuck Marvel.
Yeah.
Give me a different grading scale.
Okay, this one's a little different. So 100% being the best, what percentage of your body is a zombie?
85%.
85%?
Yup.
Damn, so you're like about at the shoulders.
Yeah.
Maybe
You're-
up to the neck.
You're mostly zombie. The sale for this one is get your first choker 40% off.
40% off
That's
the first
cheap.
choker.
Yeah, your first choker.
Depends how much the choker is, honestly.
3,000.
Yeah, that's not very cheap for a
Well,
choker.
it's got to stop a virus from getting to your brain, so.
Well, I mean, it depends. Do you have Ikuma's choker or do you have Mume's choker? 'Cause
Mume.
hers is just like a ribbon on her neck.
Okay.
So did she get that
Ikuma-
too?
No comment.
Just keep that on the DL.
Well, because that's actually a thing that they like
It's like
explain later on. It's actually a plot point later on. I think it's like episode 8 or so. You find out like the whole schnaz with it. So I'm not going to say.
all right.
Ikuma's, however, is 2 metal fucking bars that he literally bolted onto his neck and then hung himself from raptors
Oh, that's
to stop
awesome.
himself from
Christ.
turning. It's like super fucking metal, dude. That first episode, they just drop a shit ton. He's like got this metal bar across his shoulder that he takes like a fucking I don't even know what the fuck to call it. I'm trying to think what they're even called. What are the metal rods that they use for concrete laying and buildings? Rebar. It's like a rebar shooter, and he shoots it into his fucking chest to keep the bar on.
Jeez.
It's fucked up, dude. He is metal as shit. Ikuma, badass character.
He seems cool. He seems like a hard ass.
He is pretty cool. His voice kind of annoyed me at times, but like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was badass enough that his voice didn't bother me.
Yeah. I was looking at
Highly
voice actors because that's just what I like to do. Mume also voiced Falfa from 300 Slime.
Epic.
Firefly.
And Watanabe Sadasa from Kageki Shoujo. I do want to see what Ikuma, what his previous work has been. MF Ghost.
MF Ghost.
MF Dongo.
Well, fucking ghost.
Oh, he's a voice actor for My Hero.
He was Popuko in Pop Team Epic.
I need to see that.
I really want to watch that.
I do too.
Dude. I don't know if maybe it's not that good. I don't know. I just know that at
funny.
some point
It does look really funny.
they had like Kazuma's voice actor from Like a Dragon or Yakuza 0. They had him on there. At some
Really?
point. Yeah.
It's cool.
It's hilarious.
That is cool. All right, so that's animation of the week.
Animations of
2 animes of the week. You guys get 2 this week, so choose what you want to watch. This had a 7.2 on my anime list, and reading
The Vampire Cosmonaut.
The cosmonaut vampire space princess.
Yeah.
Lumpy space princess.
LSP.
I cannot. Okay, here it is. That has a 7.3, so they're very similar.
All right.
Yeah,
We're taking Luke back in time.
I don't want to go back.
Too bad. So medieval time. I'm just gonna pull up. It's so basically what this place is a restaurant, and what they do, it's dinner and a show type beat.
I've heard of this. You could have
It's
told me it was a restaurant. I would have known then.
yeah, but like, you go. What's this?
You ever been to one?
I've never been to one.
We
Have
went
you?
to one. Yes.
Yes.
When we were visiting DC in 7th grade, we went. And you sit down in this, it's like an arena, but it's smaller than an arena. So the center is all dirt, and they do a show with horses and knights and jesters
Jousting.
and fools and jousting. It's pretty crazy, but the food they serve comes out in like these shitty tin trays, and it's just this big hunking piece of chicken. What do they call that? Like, what did they call that back in the day?
Oh, what did they?
It has a term.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it.
I'm literally gonna look up medieval chicken.
Mutton. It's mutton.
Mutton. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the menu thing. The feast. Your dinner is served. A 4-course meal fit for royalty. Let's see what they got. Like, if you just go to the website and go to the experience, the
What?
feast.
They don't give you utensils. You have
No,
to
you got to
with
use your hands. They have feast on garlic bread, tomato bisque, roasted chicken, sweet buttered corn, herb-based potatoes.
You know, it's not as expensive as I thought it would be.
How much is it?
What is it rocking price-wise?
Adults only $66 each
That's
for a 4-course meal and like a show.
Yeah.
$66 a person isn't bad. I was expecting to go crazy. I was like waiting for like 150 a person.
It's like you like drink out of these like the mugs.
Oh, the
Mug.
Yeah, the
steins
mugs.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You drink mug.
So I mean, it's an interesting
It
thing.
is.
Like the place looks like a fucking castle.
And
I
you
was
get-
like, I always forget what it's called, but if you'd have been like, it's that restaurant thing, I'd be like, oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, it's like what's the word I'm looking for?
I thought you were gonna bring up some drama about it. Like
No.
they kill children.
Oh, here's a list of where they're at. Atlanta, Georgia, Baltimore, Maryland, Buena Park, California, Chicago, Illinois, Dallas. There's one in Myrtle Beach. The nearest one to
DC.
Luke would probably... This one doesn't have the DC location anymore.
It'd be Baltimore, I think.
That'd
It's
probably,
between
that'd probably be
Baltimore
the
and South
closest.
Carolina.
Yeah.
They're
Probably
I think
Baltimore.
I think Baltimore's. I think they're actually the same distance. I think it's 6 hours from me.
Really?
Baltimore?
Well, I'd go to
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach. Fuck Baltimore.
Well, fuck Baltimore. I was like, oh my god, why is map so bright?
That's bright.
Oh, everything's bright. Oh god, it's going to hell. All right. Baltimore, Maryland. Where's the? Oh my god, it's all going downhill. Oh
Always
my
does.
god, I don't know how to use Google Maps, man. It's showing me a flight. I don't want to fly there. If I drive there. Oh, never mind. I'm way off. It's only 3 hours.
That's
to
not bad.
Baltimore.
Mm-mm.
But it's like 6 hours to Myrtle Beach or 5 hours to Myrtle Beach, I think.
What was it? 6 to Charleston last time? So
Yeah.
probably 5.
Myrtle Beach is 5.5 hours. So literally 2 whole hours.
They
Almost
say
3 whole hours.
I'm on the FAQ page, and they're like, is this show historically accurate? Medieval Times is based upon authentic medieval history and is the true story of a noble family with documentation dating back to the 11th century.
Whoa.
That's pretty neat.
That
is
is
pretty
really cool,
neat.
actually.
I don't know what the 11th century was like.
I don't either.
Shitty. Probably really fucking terrible.
It fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's 1200s.
Questions about
That would
food.
suck.
Gluten-free, other nutrition. Will I leave hungry? Not with our
No
hearty
way.
4-course feast.
Will you leave hungry? Yes.
We'll even provide
Just
you with a
like-
way to take your leftovers home should you not be able to devour it all.
Yes, just like the medieval times, you will starve as a commoner.
What if I don't want to use my hands to eat? Silverware is
question.
available upon request.
Oh, I'm eating with my hands.
Oh
What the
yeah,
fuck
You
do
bet
you
your
get
ass.
in there
I'm getting in there and eating hardcore style.
eating some mutton, corn, soup, tomato bisque with your hands.
Speaking of eating, I went to that Japanese steakhouse today for dinner because I couldn't go to the Brazilian steakhouse.
Uh-huh.
Is that where
You
you
know, I
said
used-
the teriyaki?
Yeah, that was where the teriyaki chicken was from. I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the chopsticks because they're here, and I'm very hard-headed, and I'm not going to ask for silverware. I don't know if it's that I don't hold chopsticks right or what. My hand cramped so much the whole time I was eating.
Are you bad at using chopsticks?
No, not really.
I think we've
fine
gone
with
out to
it.
like get sushi and you use them.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I like to think I'm pretty good at it. I just don't know if I hold them wrong or what. But like, I was picking up my food fine at the start, and then my hand started cramping, and I couldn't pick my food up because my hand was cramping up, and I was like, I just feel like
I'm fine.
the white rice was to die for.
It was to die for.
What
It
to
looked
die for.
bussin'. That food looked bussin'.
It was so fucking good.
The glaze.
I think,
oh man, that was awesome.
if I had a group to go to, I'd definitely go and sit down at the hibachi though.
Really?
It smelled so goddamn good.
Oh, that'd be good.
Where did you go? Was it today or yesterday? Williamsburg?
Yeah, I was in Colonial Williamsburg.
Yeah, that place looked based.
That did
It was
look
really
It looked cool.
Had a lot of fun. That's where I got my chocolate.
chocolate.
Choco.
Choco.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks
And I
sweet.
got
How
some-
far is that from you? That's north, isn't it?
It's only like 30 minutes.
That's not
what I
bad.
thought. I think
Not
when we were leaving from the convention,
I always
that
see
day,
the signs like
we
Colonial
stopped
Williamsburg.
sort of around there because we needed gas.
That was
Yeah, do you remember when we came down to Norfolk to see Big Whiskey the very first time? I said, dude, we could go to Colonial Williamsburg,
Yeah.
and you guys kept telling me to shut the fuck up. Yeah, that's,
do.
that's the
Yeah.
place. Yeah, that's exactly where it is. And it's really cool, so fuck you.
They're like, no, Luke, we're not. We're going to see a fucking boat.
And I was like, dude, we could also go and see Colonial Williamsburg. You're
Like,
like, no,
shut
fuck
the
you.
fuck
Shut
up,
the
Luke.
fuck up. And I was like, all right, fine, fuck yourself. Now I live by the boat and can go see Colonial Williamsburg. I
Yeah.
like them apples. It was really fun. We need to go to Tucano's too. That's the Brazilian steakhouse.
I want to get.
It's
Yeah,
like
you've talked about that place
Is
before.
that the one?
all you
at
can
the
eat
mall?
meat, baby. No,
Mm,
all you can eat meat, and they have like
Oh,
this
yeah,
cooked
okay.
pineapple.
It was
Cooked
bussin'.
pineapple, fucking so goddamn. It's like one of the best things I've ever eaten.
That sounds amazing.
Yo, if we when we come down in May, let's go.
I'm down. I love that place. We just can't go on Sundays because apparently they're fucking closed on
That
Sundays.
sucks.
Yeah, I felt
Couldn't
bad.
she?
It's like one of the big places Taters wanted to go while she was down, and
Is she
closed
leaving
today.
tomorrow?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's leaving tomorrow night after dinner.
I mean, you might be able to go
felt bad about
tomorrow.
that. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to get on a full stomach and then try to drive through the night.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. I
just
don't
feel
blame her for
bad.
that.
Because that was
Yeah.
like that was one of the big places you want to go. We
Mhm.
also went to La Paria last night, which she
La
also really wanted to go
Patisserie?
to. No, the Mexican place, not
Where they got the
Oh.
margs, the raspberry marg.
yeah. The
Yeah, where
raspberry
that
marg.
group last time we went was fucking
Yes.
loud.
Yes.
Holy shit, dude! They were so loud.
Oh yeah,
My food was so the food's so
the
goddamn
food
good
was
there.
good.
It is really good. The place. Oh, I can never finish what I have there.
They give you a lot.
Yeah, that's a good place though.
Yeah, it was a good dinner.
Yeah.
Taters.
Hey,
just walked in.
taters.
Hey taters.
They said hi. I don't know if you heard her. She just went hello.
I did not.
Hello. Hello.
Well, I'm juiced out now.
I'm
Tip.
about tapped out.
What,
so-
Wrap it
what
up.
time are we at?
1 hour 18 minutes.
Okay, we're good. We can
Not
juice
bad
out.
for not having anything.
We
fucking
had
Just
planned.
some
nothing.
bullshit.
All right. Any closing message?
No,
Messages.
you're not. Get out of here.
You
She's
goober.
just
Just taters want to say something.
over. Do you want to say something to the fans? No, she wants to show the Barbie dog dance, but I don't.
What is that?
Oh, I know what that is. I
I
know
have no
exactly
idea.
what that is. I know what
All
that
right,
is.
come here. You gotta.
I need
stand, like, by
educated.
the bookshelf.
Amanda is obsessed
There you
with
Okay.
go,
that.
Aaron.
That's the fucking one. That's the dance.
It's from
the
like
one.
what year is it?
It's from TikTok.
2011.
It's from
It's a
2011.
It's a 2011 Barbie movie where they animated these dogs, Sparkles and Lily, Sparkles and
Oh
something,
my god.
and like they animated it to dance like Michael Jackson for some reason from the Thriller music video, and that's just how they dance for whatever
Amanda
reason.
is obsessed with those dogs. Everything on her TikTok is those dogs, or at least was like a week ago.
Taters went and showed me a nice little deep dive of that. The animators for those dogs, some of them went on to like do the special effects works for like Game of Thrones and shit
That's
like that.
crazy.
What's on your resume? Oh, I did the
I did the dog
Barbie.
dance in Barbie.
Yeah, their
2011.
breakthrough was the dog dance from Barbie.
So Tater's got that
So,
dog
yeah.
in her.
Taters does have that dog in it.
That dog in her.
You guys can have that dog in you too if you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Also check us out on TikTok, MySpace, Twitter, Facebook,
You know,
Instagram.
the use.
Marry
YouTube.
Me.
Check it out on YouTube too.
Ring that bell if you guys want notifications.
Yeah.
We upload weekly. It's a free podcast.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
That is the end of today's Hello Harem podcast. Hope you guys found everything fun and entertaining. We'll be back here next week, same time, same thing, different topic.
A topic.
A topic. And
Maybe.
I guess look forward to fucking May, because that's gonna happen.
I guess.
That's just so much fun. We're gonna contact Corporal, and
Get a
we're
beat
gonna
going.
get a funky little dance.
Now I have something to look forward to in May.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe if you found anything funny, interesting, or informative. And we will be back here next week on the
What did you have?
podcast.
Say,
So long.
pass the ribbon. What else?